First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Freeman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And now Edelman. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working from the gun, Keenum. He's got Curse. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Keenum gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Julian Edelman from 8 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Give it to Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hot. Go doctor. Go hot. Right 20.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Go.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Keenum now on second down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Julian Edelman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two. Shy of the 30. So out come the Falcons now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the pitch to Freeman. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Roger, roger, roger.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Scott held behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Keenum. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Four down. Check, 45. Hey, orange.
From the gun, here's Keenum. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. A give. This is Camaro. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Lutz for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Ryan. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Freeman the first down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 71 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down.
Hey, orange! Orange! Hey, go, Roger! Let's go, Pete. Big series right here. We got to step. Hey, go, Roger! Motion.
First down, it's Keenum. Flush to his right. That's caught by Meredith, right side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
22! 22!
Now a first down throw. Keenum. Slant route caught by Edelman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go, let's go!
On second down, here's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On third down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go, let's go.
On second down, here's Keenum. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Keenum. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He goes Throws underneath to Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Ryan on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will get him one closer. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action. Now Keenum. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run. This is Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Keenan. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Keenan. Escapes the sack. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Edelman set to return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Stand down.
Off play action. Keenum drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So a good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. The busy night continues for Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Keenum. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kamara, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now flags will come in. I think this one's good. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
53.
Keenum's going to throw it here. And look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He's back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One last shot for Ryan. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day.